Eddy often says that the difference between his life and the lives of those colleagues and classmates he grew up with who still live in Migori were the opportunities afforded to him, which he is now tirelessly dedicated and devoted to being able to afford others.
We met for brunch and we were supposed to get together for about an hour and a half. It was all the time that either of us had, and we ended up spending pretty much the whole afternoon together long after our food was gone.
When Eddy came up with the idea in church and presented it to the church youth, it was a noble idea.
I think of Eddy as being an individual with a very, very strong internal moral compass.
Eddy is like the candle that doesn't go out.
He'd come from a really difficult background, but had risen beyond his mental and physical restrictions to become what I thought was a really vibrant young man.
When I first met Eddy, I was just amazed by how many followers he had during the post-election crisis. It was over 50,000.
Eddy is Pad, Pad is Eddy.
There are thinkers in the world and we need them, and there are doers in the world and we need them, but we need some thinking doers also, and Eddy's one of those.
I actually got to sit next to his father while Eddy was crossing the stage at his graduation. And it was a very powerful moment to just see the joy that was in his father's eyes.
I had been especially impressed with his vision, his ambition for doing something practical about this issue here in Kenya.
He was voted amongst the 30 most influential people under 30 in Africa.
He is smart, he is passionate.
Passionate.
He's well on his way to being a household name.
Driven.
And every time I talk to him, I forget how young he is.
He's charismatic.
Focused.
A visionary.
Eddy's phenomenal.
Remembers where he came from.
And really he will stop at nothing to ensure that the work of PAD gets carried out.